Yeah, you got to recheck everything. 20-14, the Eagles trail the Washington Commanders as we welcome you to Nissan in-game live. Ron Jaworski, this whole update might be longer than the Eagles' time of possession.
Yeah, I got some good news for
Yeah,
you. Though, Michael.
what's the good news?
I got some really good news.
Yeah?
The Eagles' offense should be well rested in the second half. They've only played 6 minutes and 11 seconds of offensive football in the first half. So they should come out and be in really good shape to just take it right down the field.
I said in a Twitter update, I said, Jaws is going to answer all the whys that you have from this first half. And I guess the first thing is, and it's a broader issue, but time of possession. For goodness sakes, it's what? They got 6 minutes and 11 seconds. Lowest it's ever been since 2001.
That's over 20 years have gone by since the Eagles have possessed the ball that few minutes. Incredible. We should probably be thankful it's only 20-14 right now. I mean, Eagles have had 2 rushes from the running backs in the first half. Yeah. I mean, my friend Barrett Brooks, one of his predictions was going to be 170 yards rushing. Well, they're going to need about 85 yards per carry to get to that number from
possible.
It is possible. That's right. This team has played so good all season long. I think that's why we're disappointed to see that performance in the first half after jumping out 7-0. And we got a good break on the sack forced fumble. Boom, take it in. 7-0 real quick. It looked like, okay, going to be one of those Eagle first halves again. And give Washington credit. They possessed the football. They ran the football. They blocked our defensive line. They seemed a little more hungry in the first half than the Eagles did.
They did. That concerned me as well, the kind of laissez-faire. And I think the fans, the observers of the game, also had this whole, you know what? They're just waltzing through to 20-0 when they win the Super Bowl. And it's not like that. But the 6 minutes, 11 seconds, the primary issue was Washington just running right through them.
Yeah.
Running right through them. And we were concerned about that pregame, Jaws.
And third down efficiency, 75%. Converting third down to first down, 9 of 12. And this Eagles defense has been good mostly on those third down. And I'd love to call third down the money down.
Yeah.
Because you make the money if you possess the football. And going 9 of 12 on third down, they were very successful on the money down. And this is a team that has struggled, Washington has, to possess the football, to move the chains, to control the clock. They've struggled in areas, and they blocked it. It's the best I've seen the Washington offensive line. Now, I don't watch every one of their games, but I've watched every one of these Eagles defensive games. They're being blocked up front. And historically this season, this Eagles defensive secondary has not been very good tacklers. And once again, I thought Darius Slay had was about as bad a first half I've seen him have in his Eagle career. It almost looked like they were picking on him. It seemed like he was making a tackle after the catch on almost every Heineke completion. So he was off in his game. But I think the defense, giving up 20 points in the first half, shows that they're off as a team on defense.
What's the remedy specifically for the defense to stop that run in the second half?
Well, I think they have to start dominating up front. But, there's one thing that jumped out at me as I'm watching, Jordan Davis is not there.
Right.
And that's that guy's a plugger. He'll plug up the middle. And when Jordan Davis was on the field, now this didn't before today's game, on the field, any team on offense averaged 3.8 yards per rush. Without Jordan Davis, that number balloons up to 5.7. Almost 2 yards more when Jordan Davis is not on the field. Obviously, he's not on the field today, and you can see Washington knows that they're running the football inside.
Yeah, and not only is he not on the field today, but he probably won't be back until after the Green Bay game, so they got to figure out a way to do it. Otherwise, this next half and the next ones after that are going to be problematic. What'd you see from Jalen Hurts? He threw an interception. I'm really not blaming him when you see the replay on it. It went right in A.J. Brown's hands and then bounced into the defender.
Yeah, he took his shot. I mean, I have absolutely no problem. You had A.J. Brown with the step on his cover. Safety came back inside. It actually bounded a little bit off A.J. Brown's hands. It would have been a spectacular catch. But, hey, the other guys get paid too. They're paid to make those plays. I thought Jalen made the right decision. Sometimes the defense makes a play. Those guys, they get a paycheck every week as well. So, we just haven't had enough plays in the first half to really say, okay, we're developing some rhythm on offense. We just stalled out.
51 plays by Washington to 19 by the Eagles. And I'm wondering if this Birds team, this is a test, whether or not they have the wherewithal to withstand. They're going to get the ball to start the third quarter, whether or not you think they have the wherewithal to fend this off down 20-14 and get their 9th straight win.
Oh, absolutely. I believe this team can do it. But we're going to find out. What I say to you, Michael, means nothing. What we see in about 10 minutes when the second half starts is it'll tell us something about this team, because first time they're down, first time they're struggling, how do they respond to that? It's a good situation. It's a good situation if you win, But if you lose a game like this, say, what did we do wrong? Why did we fall behind? Why couldn't we stop this Washington football team from moving the ball like they did? So I think we're going to learn a lot about this team, not only about the talent, because we know how talented it is, but sometimes a little more than your talent. Sometimes, what's in your belly comes out in situations like this. So I expect them to come out in the second half. The first drive will be critical. They get the ball.
Quickly, last thing, Heineke, he's getting rid of the ball fast. He's 12 of 21. So I don't even – a good pass rush would have a difficult time. He's getting it, boom, and he gets rid of it. 12 of 21, it's above 50%, pretty good. His passer rating 78.5, and he's throwing for 145 yards.
Well, it's a good game plan. Just go back to the earlier matchup between Washington and Philadelphia where Carson Wentz was sacked 9 times. Heineke's not going to be that, that pinata back there, and he's getting the ball. They got a plan. The ball's coming out quickly. And when they are taking some shots down the field, they've hit a couple deep crossers already. They're going a little more protection. They're keeping an extra back end or the tight end in the block. So right now for Washington, they have a good game plan. Let's see if the Eagles can respond and answer that game plan.
All right, reminder, clock hits 0. Jaws and I are joined by Reuben Frank and Barrett Brooks for Eagles Postgame Live on NBC Sports Philadelphia. And that'll do it for Nissan In-Game Live.